True sisterhood helps us to share both the light and dark parts of our journey. Women putting women forward. It allows us to see the best of who we are in the eyes of another woman. The validation and affirmation that comes from truly being seen by another person are what makes sisterhood so powerful and meaningful. My fellow Seacolites, I, Sherifa Lightning Robinson, stand before you today as one of the candidates vying for the position of Hall Chairwoman for the academic year 2020 to 2021 for the Mary Seacole Hall. I'm a second-year student currently pursuing a Bachelor of Science degree in Social Work, and I am no stranger to leadership on Seacole, as I am one of the current block representatives for Jade Block. I believe that a leader should be well-rounded. This is why I have participated in numerous block and hall activities throughout my 2 years on Seacole. A true leader is one who is selfless in service to others. I decided to take on the responsibility of running for Hall Chair because not only do I want to be of service to my sisters, but to be an agent of transformation on Hall. I also believe that my vision for the Hall is not about me. It is about working as a team to exemplify excellence through sustainable service. It is for this reason I have chosen the theme, Sorority Redefined, building pillars to service and legacy for my campaign. How may I achieve this, you may ask? Simple. Through the 6 pillars of legacy, each of which will be outlined in my speech. The first pillar to be discussed is a call to action. This includes initiating new developmental programs. All programs will be designed with Seacolites' interest in mind. These 2 new initiatives are Young Entrepreneur Society, YES, and the Design Club, as they are geared towards the development of the successful Seacolite. I am aware that Seacole has a variety of entrepreneurs living on Hall, and using these programs together can help to promote Seacolite skills, interests, and abilities to promote their businesses. It is important to note that the Design Club is not only for young entrepreneurs, but is a fun way for Seacolites to release some stress and learn new skills, because we know so we stress. My vision is to inspire Seacolites to become the best version of themselves through participation in hall activities. Additionally, the second point that falls under a call to action is to create an active alumni chapter. Past Seacolites have reached out to me discussing past hall traditions and have expressed their willingness to actively participate in the Sisters in Service mentorship program. This aims to create a relationship between Seacolites past and present to facilitate personal and professional growth. With this being said, the development of an alumni website to highlight the achievements of past Seacolites. The second pillar is building your legacy. By acknowledging the need for additional tutorship in those troubled courses across faculties, these following initiatives have been created to provide support to all Seacolites. The Level Up Study Session and the Each One Teach One program, which will be done by coordinating with external counselors and using our in-house brain power to facilitate workshops and marathons on weekdays and weekends. Additionally, we will revamp the Honor Society by officially acknowledging Seacolites with a GP of 3.5 and above in our star. The third pillar is sisterhood through stewardship. I have seen firsthand that there are Seacolites who have difficulties meeting daily financial obligations. By initiating an arm of Sisters in Service task force, informational grants, scholarships, and bursaries will be accessible to Seacolites. Also, the expansion of the Sister in Reach program from solely a hall initiative to one that includes outside sponsorship. A database will be created to ensure accountability and consistency of the distributions. The fourth pillar is creating spaces. After having dialogue with number of my sisters, I found out that they wanted a space on Hall where they could feel comfortable doing schoolwork. As a result, I decided to advocate for improvement of existing facilities, such as working alongside the hall secretary to renovate and transform the computer room to make it functional for typing and printing services, as well as a resource area for books, notes, and past papers. Secondly, advocating for an air conditioning unit in the study room. Also, advocating for seating areas outside. More seating areas outside. Lastly, initiating recycling projects to enhance environmental preservation efforts within the Mary Seacole Hall. The penultimate pillar is not just a college experience, but a lifetime experience. I believe that university is not just for academia, but it is also a training ground for life, how to develop relationships, dealing with conflicts, which are skill sets we will need for the working world, creating a lifetime experience. How will I achieve this? Firstly, collaborating with the Deputy Hall Chair to revamp the orientation process. Secondly, working alongside the CAC to plan different bonding activities for Seacoleites once per month to maintain the bonds of sisterhood. Also, making an effort to include off-campus Seacoleites to be a part of all activities by fostering greater communication with the off-campus liaison officer. Lastly, maintaining the Chancey relationship, one Chancey, through fun and interactive activities and the introduction of Chancey dialogues to provide a forum for Chancellorites and Seacoleites to discuss issues affecting men and women at the University of the West Indies and in the wider society. Finally, maintaining effective communication between the hall administration and the residents, as well as the guild of students, by highlighting the concerns of Seacoleites and advocating on your behalf. Remember, let us create a hall that works as one, lives as one, and operates as one. Calling all of campus sisters, 5 blocks, 1 Seacole. Remember, the strength of lightning rests in its never-ending ability to create change. Make the choice. Let me be your voice. Vote Lightning. Vote Sherifa Lightning Robinson for your hall chair 2020-2021. So at this time, I'll be addressing some of your concerns. So the first question is, why are you interested in being a hall chair? I believe this position will allow me to inspire my sisters to step out of their comfort zones and become leaders on the hall, on the university guild, and even in the wider society. I also believe that I have a lot to offer to the hall. My creativity, my expertise, and my willingness to be of service to my sisters. The second question is, are you an example of true sisterhood? Yes, I am an example of true sisterhood. Throughout my 2 years living on Seacole, I have pushed, influenced, motivated, and supported my sisters for greatness. In terms of despair, I have offered a shoulder. In terms of joy, I have supported them, celebrate with them, because the whole purpose of sisterhood is women putting women forward. My third question is, are you aware of Seacole traditions, and how will you ensure that first years understand the true importance of being a Seacoleite? So yes, I'm aware of Seacole traditions. I'm a step in for hall August 2018 for my orientation. The song, the creed, the pledge, the mascot, the colors, the history, it was nice. And I want my incoming Seacoleites to know these traditions. I want them to appreciate these traditions. And this can be done through the Sisters in Service Mentorship Program, allowing past Seacoleites to come on hall and share their past hall traditions, offering networking opportunities, and thus sharing their expertise pertaining to the working world. My fourth question is, how do you manage conflict with others and give an example? So the course I'm currently doing has taught me numerous conflict resolution strategies and skills. And working with a block of 44 young ladies, you know, conflict is inevitable. And this has taught me that the only way to deal with conflict is by sitting down with them, talking about the situation instead of arguing about it, and coming up with an informed decision and solution that both parties can agree on. Alright, my fifth question is, how will you ensure participation of the current Seacoleites in all activities. If one thing we learn is that you can't force Seacolites to participate in an activity they don't want to. However, you can make these activities more enticing and interesting for them to come out and want to participate. Because this is how we have to do. We have to change the narrative of the story, as well as we can, motivate them to come out, as this can influence your whole university experience. And my last question is, if given the opportunity, what is one impact you would like to have on Seacolites? So I would like to create a space for holistic development. I want to offer opportunities to my Seacolites, or to my sisters. I want them to become the best versions of themselves and making them more marketable in the working world. I want them to know that they are worthy and deserving of everything good. And this is the impact I want to have on my Seacolites. Thank you.